A love triangle turned deadly shootout when a Michigan man confronts his wife's lover.
This guy and my wife have been having an affair for 9.5 years.
Damn!
Stay away from my wife! I don't even know what the
In the crossfire, the woman involved with both men is shot and killed.
Then he came back around and as we were leaving, shot my wife and killed her. Why would he do that? Like, she went there to talk to him, and this guy comes out like God Rambo.
But it was the husband, not the lover, who was charged with her murder. It's a complicated story with lots of back and forth, so let's start with the people involved. First, there's Kimberly Malacone. She had relationships with both of the other players in this story. Then there's her husband, Matthew Malacone, and her alleged lover, Daniel Giannone. According
Dang, was climbing the ladder, man. In situations like this, that's like inviting trouble. You inviting trouble into your house. Now, I'm not promoting. We not promoting saying that you should go out here and cheat. And 9 years is a long time. Some relationships, some real relationship, man, some marriages don't last 9 years. That's a long time to be having a fling. But when you start inviting stuff like that in your house, that's when you start inviting trouble. Like I said, I'm not advocating for you to go out here and go get it on with the painting guy, whatever the case. But in the event that you do, or that you find yourself, ready to do that, go take it somewhere else, bro, because you never know. Like, you never know when somebody going to pop up at your house. What if that was the kids? That could have been the kids coming home early or something. Now, rest in peace to her. It's no disregards to her, but she invited this into the house. She invited this problem.
to Matthew, there had been a long-standing relationship between Daniel and Kimberly.
This guy and my wife have been having an affair for 9.5 years.
A lot of the information we have about the case comes from Matthew's police interrogation in Macomb, Michigan. The recording of that interview was taken after the shooting, but it gives a good timeline of what led up to the deadly events. While the affair apparently started years before, Matthew said everything began again on July 12, 2022, when he and his wife discussed her affair.
I found out about it 6.5 years ago.
Damn.
And I found out about it again 45 days ago.
Damn.
And I said to her, "Is it over with?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, so how did the last conversation go? How'd you end it?" And she didn't. I said, so you didn't end it. So it's the same as last time. You still, it's not ended. You guys didn't break up. So this guy's gonna call you in a month. And she said, "You want me to break up with him?" I said, "That sounds about right." She goes, "Let's go." So we hopped in the car, went back to his house. That conversation was 15 minutes before all this.
And you said this has been going on for nine years?
9.5 years.
9.5 years. And did they break it off at any point?
No.
How did this start? Do you have any idea?
They met at a bar somewhere on her 40th birthday. And then I found out when she was 43. And we had a nice talk. Do you love me? Yes. Okay, come back to me. And I trusted her, and I never looked at her phone. And then 6 years later, a friend says, "Hey man, I think your wife's still seeing that guy." Mm-hmm. So I confronted her, and she didn't lie. She said, "Yeah, no, I have been. I'm sorry,
Damn.
I said, "Well, baby, I can't go on like this. I can't be, your husband and you cheating.
Yeah.
So either you break it off this time, or if I hear about it again, we're getting divorced." I said, "I'll break it off." And I trusted her. And then that's when we got into the conversation, I guess today. I said, "So how did you break it off?" "Oh, you never broke it off. You haven't seen him since February. You never told him, get lost, stop contacting me, we're breaking up."
Yeah.
Okay. Then she goes, "No." I said, "So what? You're just going to wait around for him to call again?" Because he'll do that, just like he has been. And she goes, well, that makes sense. She goes, I'll break it off. And I said, all right. She goes, let's go now. I think it was 8:30 when we got there. It was light, or just getting dark, 9 o'clock maybe.
So it was her idea to drive to his house to break it off with you?
Yeah, she wanted to prove it to me, you know. We were going to the house for her to tell him, stop calling me, I'm done with you. He's engaged too, you know. Just show. He's cheating on his fiancée, she's cheating on me, you know. We went there for her to break, she was gonna end it. And I said, I'll go with you, make sure it's safe there, because he's got him and the girl there.
So as Matthew describes, he and Kimberly arrived at Daniel's home at about 8:30 or 9 p.m.
I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't suggest going over there. Like, I get it. I get that you want to do it. I got, what you say, amicably? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You try and do it the right way. But nah, bro, I just don't like that idea because it don't look right. It don't look right. I don't want to see you and your wife coming. Now, it don't mean that what they was doing was right, but when you see the person that you having an affair with and her husband pulling up to your house, the first thing I'm thinking is it's about to be a problem. It's about to be a problem. Did they call before they went over there? This is about to be a problem. So I wouldn't suggest doing that, but here we go.
Daniel was in the garage at this point after having a barbecue with his family, and there's actually ring video of this from earlier in the day.
The kids could have been there. They could have still been on a barbecue.
Bring me a Coca-Cola?
Yes. What do you guys want to drink?
I'll have a Coke.
Coke? Can you guys split a Coke, you two?
Yeah.
It's going to be too much sugar.
Too much sugar.
Typical Sunday.
All right.
All right.
That should be a TV over here, huh?
But when Kimberly and Matthew arrived, it had already gotten dark.
Here's the garage. There's I think a couple like cars here, and I think there's another car here, like this. And we pull up. Her and I get out of the car. As soon as I get out of the car, he comes out of the garage like this.
Yeah.
Police officer, right at my face, and I put my hands up, and I say, "Whoa, bro!"
At this point, Daniel, the lover, fires a warning shot.
And she screams at him, "Danny!" And I said, "Stop with my wife."
Get out of here, bro.
Stop! Get out! Danny! 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 Danny!
Stop.
Matt! Get out! Danny! Stop it!
Stay away from my wife.
Stop it! Stop it!
Stay away from my wife.
I don't even know what the
During this argument, Matthew pulled a .40 caliber pistol from his waistband and pointed it at Daniel before firing. Daniel was wounded in the foot during all this, but still managed to fire back. He ran out of the garage as Matthew followed.
He going to jail.
Stop it, man!
Additional ring camera video picks up on this when Daniel runs toward another part of the house as Matthew follows. There are more gunshots fired before Matthew can be seen running from the screen. After that, Daniel yells out that he's been hit, this time in the knee. At this point, Daniel runs to his garage and grabs a handgun from his car.
Tasha! Ah! Never!
Meanwhile, Matthew rushes back to Kimberly near the garage.
You said Gabrielle?
So when did she get hit?
Who else has a gun here? Get out of here. Let's go. Who else has a gun here? Let's go.
Matthew and Kimberly both run back to their vehicle and begin to drive off before more gunshots are fired.
Yeah, where's the kid? Where's the kid? Where's the kid?
Get out of here.
Investigators later determined exactly what happened here. As Kimberly backed up the car, Matthew rolled down the passenger side window and fired at Daniel. Daniel then returned fire, and one of the shots hit Kimberly in the neck.
What
She
the
died as a result.
I ducked around to the back of this car here, and I pulled my firearm and I started shooting at him. He ran this way. I said, Kim, get in the car. We got in the car, we were backing out, and he shot my wife.
We're stomping on the gas.
When Kim was shot, she fell over to the side. He's shooting at us at this point. I hop from the passenger into the driver, turn it, and it won't go. I got it, and I'm like this, you know? And it won't go. So then finally I put it in park and I get out and I go behind the vehicle, and that's where I called you.
Matthew
What?
describes this same scene several times.
I said, stop with my wife or something. And as soon as I finished wife, bam.
But you gotta look at the whole story, bro. You came to the residence with the weapon on you. You went there with intentions, and even if you just bought it for protection, the fact that you bought it with you, bro, it was a possibility that you was gonna have to use it. Then you hopped out with it. So you hopped out with it, threatening him, telling him to stay away from your wife. Okay, we get it. Well, you don't want your wife sleeping around with him. She gonna do what she wanna do regardless. She's gonna do whatever she wanna do. Clearly, we know that. But when you hop out with the gun on you and then you start pointing it at people, hell yeah, you gonna want to shoot back. You hopped out on his yard. You was in his. You were on his property. You was on his property shooting at, man. He had to protect his family. He had to protect his family. I feel like he put his wife in a line of danger, which he shouldn't have never done, because they shouldn't have ever gone over there. He probably never in a million years imagined that he'd get into a real legit gunfight shootout with him while he was trying. I don't know what he was thinking. I just wouldn't have went. I don't understand why they went over there. There was no reason to go over there. And the kids, man. If the barbecue could have still been going, it wasn't that dark out there.
He shot one right, whizzed by my head. Then my wife yells, Danny! Like, I could see her thinking he's gonna kill her husband. And he looked over, and that's all I needed, man. I got behind that car, I grabbed my firearm, I came over the hood, and I just started shooting. And he scurried towards the front of the house. I didn't go after him. I said, Kim, get in the car, let's go. I should have jumped in the driver's seat.
You shouldn't have took
Who
her,
was in the
bro.
driver's seat?
Her?
She was in the driver's seat?
Yes, she drove.
She drove you both there?
Yes, and she jumped in the driver's seat. I jumped in the passenger seat the same way we arrived.
Throughout all this, Daniel's sister, who lives in a neighboring home, heard the gunshots and runs over to help.
Let's go. Now.
Daniel's sister then
That was
calls
the footage.
911 and can be heard describing the scene.
The car is a white. It's a white Grand Cherokee. My kids are here.
What follows is
He
a
hopped out the
major-
driver's side door. It looked like he hopped out the driver's side door. This the door right here. He hopped out of the driver's side door, so he was driving.
What What follows is a major response from law enforcement, and most of it is caught on ring cam.
Sheriff Watt! Sheriff Watt! Throw your hands! On the ground, on the ground! On the ground, on the ground! Face down! Face down! You're taking clear!
Hey guys, nice and easy.
Sheriff Watt! Sheriff Watt! Throw your hands! On the ground, on the ground! On the ground, on the ground! Face down! Face down!
I got a revolver on the ground here.
Hold that.
Other video shows first responders working from a different angle.
You guys are coming all over here! Desgraciado bastardo!
Better throw him up.
During all this, there are multiple people inside the home. Daniel, his pregnant fiance, his sister, her 2 daughters, and both of Daniel's parents. In this video, you can hear Daniel's father yelling to first responders.
He's in the Florida! Right now he's in the Florida! He's about to shot it! You need to top palanca for my boy! I'm his father! He's in the Florida right now! He's shot in the leg! The mother... Don't fight it! Lock it up in the son of a here! You know the fence here! What? Yeah, coming over! Why aren't you coming over here? My son is in the floor!
Ma che cazzo vuoi? Dammi la di fuori, con mamma.
Around this time, we see Daniel's parents leave their home with their hands up.
My mother and father coming out now. Can I come out with my children?
Damn it, you got them double motherfucker. I'm gonna face you.
Oh, yeah.
Hands off, hands off. You don't want to know.
You ain't gonna lie!
Disgraziata puttana bitch! You ruining my boy!
Straight towards me! Hands up! Straight towards me! Keep walking!
Yeah, beat the shit out of it, bitch! You bitch!
And then Daniel's sister and her daughters come out too.
Fiona's right here in the foyer. Okay, is that okay? Okay.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Them kids will never forget that.
Daniel is eventually escorted from the home by EMS on a stretcher.
You got 3 going down, Tim. Do you want it to go down some? Sure. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to take him straight off the porch, guys. Hold up. All right. Hold up. Hold up. Hold. You're over. Go ahead.
I put some blame on him too. He get part of the blame. He get part of the blame. You shouldn't be messing with a married woman. Neither one of them should be doing it, but he a part of it.
You got 3 going down. Okay, you hang around. You want to go down some? Sure. All right. How's that? Okay. All right, I'm gonna take him straight off the porch, guys. Hold up. All right. Hold up. Hold up.
Damn.
You're old. Go ahead. All right. We're at the 4-foot. We gotta take him all the way down the driveway.
Pistol laying down here. I think Initiative still in the house. Jimmy? Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Secondary search is nice and easy.
During all this, investigators discuss the scene and possible evidence.
The cameras.
Okay, there you go. Beautiful. We got cameras. He's got cameras? Does he?
I can't tell you all that.
Wow. I hope he does. You better, you'll look for those, correct?
He corrected himself quick.
Okay, good.
Everybody's got a story, right?
I hope he's got.
You better.
Throughout the interview,
You're going-
Matthew maintains he did not kill his wife and that he didn't go to Daniel's home planning for a shootout.
Let's be honest here for a second, Matt. Like, you're pissed.
No.
You weren't mad. Some guy's boinking your wife,
Detective, listen,
and you're not mad about it?
I have no.
Bro, he said boinking your wife. He trying to disarm him. I ain't even gonna get into that.
Known about this for 6.5 years.
Right.
I was mad.
And you were told it was cut off, right?
No.
And then today you're told it's not cut
No.
off.
45 days ago, I was told it's not cut off.
45 days ago.
Correct.
He did
But
say
then
that.
today, you said the conversation took place between you guys. How you never, she
How
never
did
ended
it
it.
end? How did
But
it
she
end?
never ended it, right?
Right.
You're a man. I'm a man.
I
I've
know
been
it.
cheated on before. You can't tell me that you weren't pissed.
6.5 years ago, I was.
But you're saying today you weren't mad at all.
No, not at all.
So you're just cool hand Luke, we're gonna get in the car, yep, let's drive up there and just
I
tell
got
him it's
I
over.
got your back.
So why you bring the gun?
In person. That makes sense to you?
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
Yes.
That's what you're gonna settle on, is that I'm fine, I'm not upset, I'm taking my gun with my extra magazine, we're gonna drive up to the guy's house, I'm not mad at all. And he's just everything's gonna get broke off and we're all set. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
Okay. I think I don't think it's the truth. I think you were upset. I think you were mad that this wasn't cut off the way you asked for it to be cut off. And I think anybody could believe that.
That's the
Anybody-
truth.
You know, anybody could understand how you feel. But try to explain to people that you're not mad about this, I just don't see it.
Ultimately, it was Matthew who was charged and later found guilty of voluntary manslaughter, assault with intent to murder, and 3 counts of felony firearm. He's been sentenced to 86 months to 15 years in prison.
Stay the hell away from my woman. It's like, nah, man, I be trying to tell y'all, bro. It's a million. The ratio is insane, bro. You don't have to go out here and mess with somebody's wife when you have a wife. Danny, you on deck first, because, man, you put yourself in this situation. If you knew that she was married, and her too, and it's sad because she lost her life, but her too, if both of y'all knew that y'all was married, bro, y'all shouldn't have been doing that. If y'all want to do that, then go get out of the marriage or get out of whatever. It's a marriage undefeated. Get out of the marriage and y'all go ahead and be together for 9 years. That's a long time. Imagine somebody that you know had a affair for 9 years, bruh. That's a long. I told y'all, some relationships, some marriages don't even last for 9 years. So I know that Matt was hurt. I know that he was hurt, but those two, they the one who started the problem. They started the issue. If they'd have just kept it 100 with everybody, with each other, with their partner, we probably wouldn't be having this talk right now. And it's unfortunate that she lost her life. She lost her life. I ain't gonna say for nothing, but it's like over a petty reason, bro. Neither one of them. How y'all go there and y'all fighting for the girl, then end up offing the girl? Both of y'all want the girl, and man, this is some wild. It's wild. It's wild. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Now, Matt, who else we got? Matt and the other wife. Where was, man? Hey, we gonna leave her out of this. But Matt, bro, you was wrong. For one, first and foremost, never bring your woman or try to put your woman in no line of danger. If you see that it's a 18-wheeler coming down the street and one of the wheels fell off, well, no, it's 18, so about 4 of the wheels fell off and then it veer off to the side of the road and it's coming at you and at y'all, man, get out of there. Don't grab her at all. You get the fuck out of there. But I'm messing with y'all. Yeah, bro, push out the way, shove out the way. You never want to bring danger to your spouse, to your wife. That's just, you just don't want to do that. I don't think that that's a good idea. But yeah, I put a lot of blame on on Matt for bringing her to the situation. And to be honest with you, for continuously going back with her. Once she cheated the first time and she confessed to it, it gotta be something for your wife to tell you that she cheated. And no, for you to confront your wife about cheating, then she tell you, yeah, I cheated. And then she like, all right, cool. Like, just like, hey, I just cheated. And then you find out again 6 years later or 3 years later that she doing it again. And then you tell her, like, at some point in time, you just got to be the one to say, all right, cool. Like, that's what you want to be with. Maybe you want to be, whatever you want to be to him. But that's your decision. I'm going to decide to be like, all right, cool. I'll step. I'll walk. Now, that's not going to be easy. And a lot of the times we don't talk about men and how we have to go through rebuilding and everything after a relationship or something fail. It's kind of like, oh, she's sad. She's just going through it. She just needs a shoulder to lean on. I'm going to take my girl out to brunch. We're going to go. Yeah, they get all of that. But guys, bro, we just most of us just internalize it. All right, cool, this happened, whatever, and we go on without really dealing with that whatever you want to call it, pain, trauma, hurt, whatever it is, without dealing with it. So, damn, why was I talking about that? Why was I just talking about that? I don't know, but what I do know is Matt, whichever one, the husband, bro, you going to jail for a long time. And it wasn't even worth it. Like I said, at the end of the day, bro, he ended up offing his wife, so now he don't get her. The other dude don't get her. And, some children lost their mom. That's another thing I wanted to touch on, man. The goddamn kids, the kids in the house. Yeah, back to Danny. What was the guy's name? Whoever was the husband or the wife who was cheating, whatever, back to him, bro. When you go over there, you don't know who's there. You don't know if he's there with his family. They could have all been outside, still at the barbecue, playing catch, playing softball, whatever the case may be. Like, bro, that's just, you're not thinking clear. And I think that's why they gave him they didn't slap him. They didn't slam him with life or nothing like that, because he was tripping. He was out of his right mind. But I still feel like I've never been there before. Well, have I been cheated on? Not that I know of. I don't think I ever known of anybody cheating on me. Unless I was that bad at identifying it, or that's that good at hiding it. But yeah, damn, why was I talking about that? I'm just talking to y'all right now, to be truthfully honest with you. I miss y'all. These videos gonna be coming. But why was I saying that? Yeah, when you hop out at the barbecue, bro, you can hop out at the barbecue with the gun and it's all children around. Those children are going to be scarred. They're gonna be traumatized from that. They probably watched their dad get shot, watched him come out the house in a stretcher, had to walk in front of the police with their hands up, being treated like they could potentially be a criminal. Yeah, bro, they're gonna be traumatized from that. And all of this because you rightfully so wanted to confront the man who was sleeping with your wife, but wrongfully so. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with them going over there. There was no reason for them to go over there. They ain't had no reason for them to go over there. Y'all don't go over there. GTD the family is love, and we out.